So why don't you talk about that scrimmage room? You had quite the stat line.
Yeah, I just had to do whatever I could just to win. I mean, I went out there and just played my game, didn't rush anything, just hit open shots, made the game simple, and that's what I'm trying to do kind of this year is not trying to force too many things. So take what the defense gives me, hit the open shot, make my free throws, and those all start to add up. But my teammates, man, did a great job hitting shots. And man, I don't get those assists if they don't hit shots. So, and I just try to help Melo down low with the rebounds. I'm gonna try to do that all season for him because I know he works very hard at that. And I'm just trying to help the team in all categories.
Remember, talk about your maturation from your first year. You were coming off the bench last year, getting the system in your hand. Now this year, you're looked at as the true leader.
Right.
Talk about the differences as you've matured.
Just the differences is just like given just a bigger role. I mean, as a person, I remain the same. But just knowing that bigger titles on me is one of the things that change. I'm still the same person. I still go out there and lead. Still go out there and say my part and hold my part of my end of the stick. So, especially in the communication with Coach Hurley as well, being able to have that communication with him, letting him know like certain things off the court, on the court, just getting that relationship with others and building that trust.
In the scrimmage, you guys didn't have three of your front court players, and you talked a little bit about the rebounding. How do you feel you and the guards did from that perspective?
I think we did pretty well. I think that, I think with bigger teams, it's going to be a lot tougher. They're a great team, but I know there's bigger teams out there, especially in the Pac-12. So I think we could do a little bit better. I think we did well. But I think that once we get those guys back, guards like us don't really have to rebound like that. So we don't really like getting in there and scrapping. So, that's for the bigs. But if I have to do it, I'll do it.
What's it been like early on, just helping out some of these freshmen and just getting them adjusted to the program?
It's been they've been very well, just because they're open to what I have to say. I think at first it was kind of a tough, just because coming into a new, atmosphere is different. You have to, adapt, especially as a freshman. But, they've been very, very good at that. Learning from not only myself, other guys, and Coach Hurley, and Brandon, one of the guys that's been on the staff, added to the staff, has been amazing. So, just they've been very good. They've been working hard in practice, and they know what they have to do.
What excites you about the trip to China, Remy? What are you looking forward to, and what do you think that's going to do for the team?
Everything about China, man. Everything is kind of like I said, like not many people could go on a trip to China, get the treatment that we get, the educational purposes, and playing basketball at the same time. It's one of those things where you kind of, look past it because we've been so fortunate being at a university like this and being able to, get free things and be able to do things and not really look at, the normal people that don't really get to do those things. So the China trip should be fun. It's kind of like, oh man, like you could look at it one way and say like, oh man, we're going out there for 10 days, we have to play a game and all this. But at the end of the day, what's the flip side to that? You get to go to China, you get to go to Disneyland. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, you just look at the positives of it.
And with the matchup too, you guys getting to play Colorado, you and McKinley, right, being all league caliber guys. What do you make about just that matchup in the early season?
Man, it should be fun. Man. We had a lot of battles, especially coming from my freshman year. Man, he's a great player. He runs his team, and it's just like fun to think about it. Like he has his team, I have my team. Let's just hash it out. Let's just make it happen. Give the fans a show, especially in China, and it should be fun. We've been working hard, and I hope they're prepared too.
What's your impressions of Romello? You've been playing now with him for 3 years, and it seems like you're really comfortable throwing the ball to him in the post.
Oh man, I said it again, man. Like Melo's one of the best teammates I've ever played against. Really, the fact that he could carry so much weight on his shoulders as far as in the big man role and being able to, pass out the post the way he does. And I told Melo I wouldn't be surprised if he's up there in the assist leaders for Pac-12 in the conference, just because when you pass it to Melo, he just makes the right read for the team, and he can also score whenever he wants to. But just his ability to pass and willingness to pass is amazing.
Did you have to do some research about some of the different things that are different culturally in China?
Actually, we had a class about it, which was pretty cool. Just getting the heads up, and it's a different world out there when they live by different rules. So learning about those things and how to say like the words is like, man, this is crazy. I like other languages like wow, like but this language was just like I don't know what did you even say? Like even like one word is like a full sentence here. It's like crazy, but I enjoyed that. It's a different culture, and I'm open to learning about different cultures, especially from the Philippines.
I think some of the other players have talked about the Windboards and that implementation. What has that kind of done to the competition over the last couple months?
Oh, obviously everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to, and we have this hurley drill. I don't know if they told you, if you win the board, you don't have to do the hurley drill. And a lot of people would sacrifice a lot not to do the hurley drill. So, yeah, the winner board, you want to just be on top. You want to let the coaches know, hey, I'm here to stay, especially for the young guys. I have the most wins, but I haven't had to run the hurley drill as much as other people.
The hurley drill.
What is the hurley drill? You got to tell us.
my
You can't
God.
lead us on like this.
The hurley drill. The hurley drill is about 2 minutes, and well, he could maneuver the time, but it's usually 3 minutes, obviously for everybody to make it, and it's just 5. It's like a big M. You just run all the way down to the baseline, you slide, you backpedal all the way back, you slide again, and you run all the way to the other baseline, slide, and finish out. And it's just like a big M, and you just have to do that 5 times under 3 minutes. I'm not doing it justice, it doesn't sound like much, but once you get on that court and you hit the 3rd one, your legs stop working.
What's been the chemistry like with you and Alonzo when you guys are on the court together?
Amazing. I think he understands who I am, and I understand who he is, and I think that the respect there is there. I know where to find him. I know he's gonna hit that open shot. He's done a lot in the off season to make me feel comfortable giving him that ball and making him shoot the ball. So I have a ton of respect for him. He's on my team. He's like my brother, and that respect is there. And I think that we understand the importance of winning, and that's all that matters here. Because that's what we've been doing for the last 2 years. And I mean, you would hate to be, a guy that just comes in and, you end up losing. It's just not a good feeling, whether it's your fault or not. You want to come and make an impact on the team.
Do those JUCO guys, do they come in with a different sort of chip on their shoulder a little bit?
Yes, I think because coming from JUCO, you're not as spoiled as we are here. You don't have certain things that we get. You see. We get nice gear, we get good shoes, and it's just like you can see in the JUCOs, got like faces, like they're like, wow, like this is where I'm at now, like this is cool. But then you can also go both ways. You can also say like I'm happy to be here, and I love this stuff, and I'm here, I made it. But some of those guys are like, man, I want more. And once you get some of that, like you're just like, I want more, and that keeps that hunger going. And same for me, like as far as I'm winning. We won here. You see the love that we get, the press. You're like, I want to win more. So it's one of those things where the JUCO guys have been, amazing at that, and they're still trying to find their way, but I believe they'll get there.
Remy, if you had a guess here on October 30th, who's going to lead this team in scoring this year? Who would you guess? You can say yourself too if you.
That's tough. I think that Melo can. I think the thing about that, why it's so tough, is just because everybody can score. Everybody can score. I hope everybody scores and matches each other, and it goes a whole bunch of ways. I could be scoring, and Zoe could be scoring, Melo could be scoring. I think that's a perfect way, because that means that I'm getting my assist up when other guys are scoring. So I guess that either way, I think that Zoe can. I think that Rob can really score a lot. I honestly think Rob was probably my final answer.
You want 7 guys to average 14 points a game.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Make it even across the whole line, and that means, man, my assist. I'm topping the country at assists. So I'll take that.
Coach Hurley has talked a lot about the accelerated preseason timeline with this trip. From a player's perspective, how has that timeline been?
Man, I'm ready to go. Like I've been ready to go a long time, and I just been working as hard as I can. Obviously in the off season, but as far as in just wanting to play, as a coach's perspective, you want as much time as you can to prepare. But as a player standpoint, it's just kind of like, man, let's go, let's ready. No matter if you're ready or not, I believe that we're ready, and even if we weren't, I'd still be like, let's go, like I'm ready. We could, we've been working hard. We've been working hard every day out there, And for me, I'm just like, let's lace them up, let's go to China, and let's play this game.
Which aspects of your game have you been working on specifically recently?
Shooting the ball. I think that just spreading the floor, especially with the 3-point line getting back, I mean, you just have a lot of more space. And if I'm hitting that jumper, I think a lot of people know that I think I could get to the rim pretty fast. So if I hit that jumper, then you're just going to have to choose what you want to do.
Where do you feel like you guys are defensively, and just how much against Colorado is that going to be a test to what you guys do with help side defense and things like that?
Of course. I think the main thing that we've been working on is just keeping the ball in front, so it doesn't have to get to that rotation part. Because they're a great team. They have like all their guys back. So I think that if we keep the ball in front of us and just keep solid, stay solid, it should be a good game for us.
Everybody good?
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
You got it.